Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you guys are new to this channel, yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the sisters. So today we have a very, I don't know, like it's kind of, like to me it's sad because it was my family, but we're doing this video just so y'all can be aware and be careful and be smart. And yeah, we're just
and I haven't heard the story. So I'm
gonna tell my sister's story, which is basically telling y'all the story too. So yes, we're telling the story so y'all can be aware, and we're gonna share our, everybody's point of view and how everybody felt, because this is like something so crazy. Like I never thought this would happen.
Yeah, like to our family.
I would never in a million years thought that would happen. But anyways, yesterday, I was at work. I was at work all day, but I get a call from my mom, and she says that my little brothers, which they're 15 and 14 years old, that they had been robbed at gunpoint. And I was just like, what the hell? Like, what? So anyways, I get out of work, I go see what's going on and everything. We still didn't know, exactly what was going on until I actually got there. So anyways, the whole thing is that my little brothers and two of their friends, they were outside of our house. And then, because one of his friends went to drop off his bike at our house because they decided that they were going to walk to the corner store that's right by our house. So they're walking and they see a car like roll by, and they're like, oh, like, I didn't think nothing of it. Like they just saw the car and they saw that they were looking at them, but it just went by and like, oh, like a regular car, the person was just staring. So they keep walking, and then all of a sudden this guy comes up to him and he's like, hey, can I borrow your phone so I can call my mom? My brother was like, yeah. So he dialed the number and he put it on speaker. Like, my brother didn't give him the phone, he just dialed the number, put it on speaker. It went straight to voicemail. He's like, we'll call again. And then again the same thing. So like at this point right now, it's only one of my brothers and one of their friends that were walking down the street. So my other brother and the other friend were walking to them. So whenever my little brother and his friend are walking up to
Kevin and the friend,
to my other brother, which is Kevin and the friend, and he's seen that my little brother and the other one was walking up to them. So what the guy does is he turns around, he pulls out a gun, he puts it on my little brother's head like this. So the guy tells my little brother to take off his shoes, but the other one is telling, the one in the car is telling him, hey, the other guy has a phone. So they're telling everybody, empty out your pockets, whatever. And then one of them had the gun to my little brother's head, and the other one was pointing at my other brother. Because my older brother, he was like staring at him dead in the eye, like not giving a fuck, even though he had a gun. And my little brother was like staring at him like, what the fuck are you, like, like, what the fuck are you doing? He was just staring at him like dead in the eye, like, like, do something.
Kevin or Andy?
Kevin, you know how Kevin is.
Anyway.
Like Kevin, like no se deja, like he won't let himself. So the guy in the car, he was like, what, man, you're trying to scratch? And my brother's like, how are you gonna say that? Like, if you have a fucking gun in your hand and you're gonna say you're trying to scratch, like, put the gun down, and then like, y'all can do something. But anyways, my brother was trying to dial 911, but then that's when the other guy said, hey, that guy has a phone too. So they took it from him. So that made the other guy not take my little brother's shoes, because he was about to take his shoes. And yeah, like my sister said, my brothers are always wearing like True Religion, like the newest Jordans, like it don't matter, they're always like dressed nice. And he was trying to take his shoes, but since the other guy said, hey, the other guy has a phone, they took the phone, and then I guess they took off. So right when they took off, there was people walking by, and then one of their friends told them, hey, we just got robbed. So that guy called the cops, and then they called the cops. So the cops ended up saying that before I say that, my brother, the oldest one, he memorized the license plate, which I thought like he was so smart because nobody else did. He memorized the license plate, so when they called yeah, like, you know, like what the fuck just happened, you know, I wouldn't have been able to think. Anyways, so they called the cops and they told them everything. So they ended up finding the guys, like, but first they were in a car chase with them, and then they ended up wrecking the car. So when they wrecked the car, they left everything in there, started running. So the cops started chasing after them, and they got caught. And the car was stolen too. So I guess they were like going around like just doing bad shit that day. But I don't know. Like whenever Kevin told me the story, that he told me like they had the gun to my little brother's head for a fucking phone. Like I cried. I was like my little brother had a gun to his fucking head, and then they pointed at Kevin and him like they were trying to shoot him. Like they had the gun down here, like to his stomach.
Oh my god.
So I was like, that's fucking terrifying. Like I don't know. Like I cried because I was like, my little brother, or my little brothers had guns pointed at them. Like how crazy is that? Like I don't know. Like I fucking cried. I can't. But I don't know. That was scary, crazy. And we sort of like don't know enough information because I asked like were the guns loaded or like how old were the guys, what, but we don't know anything yet. We've been trying to reach the detective that has their case, but he hasn't been picking up. I don't know. So we still don't know what's going on. So they did end up getting their stuff back, like whatever they took, the cops ended up taking it because they left the things in the car, and they're already in jail right now, thank God. And so the things are like right now at the police station, but we can't get them until we get in contact with the detective. So that's what's going on right now, and we're gonna put a short clip where the cop is like talking to us about it, to whoever doesn't believe. But this is very true. I did record like his voice of him like explaining what had happened, and then we're just gonna tell my brothers to see like how they feel now. Oh, because so after they called the cops and they found the guys and everything, they ended up taking my brothers and their friends to the police station because they were interviewing each of them in separate rooms to see if they were telling the truth. So yeah, they were there last night. So like 10:30 we were there because they were just interviewing like every single one of them to see like if all their stories matched up, to see if it was true. But obviously, you know, it was true. So the guys are in jail right now, but you know, they are gonna have to go to court and stuff. And
that is crazy how they found them that quick.
Yeah, I'm glad they did. So yeah, I'm so glad they did. Like I'm so glad like and I think the reason why they got caught quick is because okay, that happened right down our street. Like the street that we live in, it happened right like a few houses down. And then the police station is like right there. So like they got caught quick. Like they're stupid for doing it around, first of all, around like a police station that's like 1 block away, right? It's like so close. But I guess since they thought they were young, and I don't know what they thought, but I'm so glad they got caught.
Me too, man.
And I hope they get many years in prison, and I hope they go to prison because that's fucked up, especially to do to some little kids. My brothers are 14 and 15 years old, and their friends are too. Like, just go get a job. If you're out there doing that stuff, like, just go get a job. You can buy yourself a fucking iPhone and some Jordans if you get a job, right? Yeah. But yeah, we'll insert the clip of where one of the detectives is saying what's going on, and then we're gonna insert another one where my little brothers talk about how they feel and everything.
And I'll bring the card down. This is the primary detective, so all the property, the officers put it in the property room. We don't have access to the property room, only the property room has access to it. The detective has court in the morning, but he said probably after lunchtime he should be back and able to release it. Because I think all the phones were taken, and a couple other things as well.
So where were they at?
at Irene. They were just walking to the corner store from their house. They were just going to go to the store, and these boys were just standing at the middle of Irene and Grove. There was a car circling. Their buddies were circling in a car, and they acted like they needed a phone. Said, "Hey, can you use your phone?" They tried to be, "You can't have it." Smart, but I'll call somebody for you and put them on speakerphone. That's when the boy pulled out a gun. Car pulls out, and they just get everybody's phones and take off.
How old were the other guys?
They were saying, I hadn't seen or looked up any information on them yet, but I'm hearing late teens is what this sounds like. It sounds like they're all just stupid teens. Doesn't excuse anything. That's what I said. This is serious stuff. It's aggravated robberies. When you commit a theft while exhibiting a deadly weapon. Second degree felony. This is serious stuff. And so we do have all the property. We've got the car. We've got the bad guys. So everything. It's traumatic. Like, this is scary to get a gun pointed at you.
Scary.
You know, like, because you don't know how this is going to go down, but it's luckily it had a happy ending, and they're not out doing it to anybody else. We can hold them accountable. We're going through the steps now to see. It really doesn't matter what the story is, because sometimes to me it helps if they're honest, because it shows that they can be redeeming, I guess, or show that they can. But if they're going to sit there and lie to it, it honestly makes the case worse for them, because they're just going to be out here again. So let's give them more time to do what I see the judge and the DA. So this is going to be a kind of a long process. You guys are going to be contacted by the district attorney's office as weeks, months, maybe even years go down the road in reference to this. Is that there's several different ways this could go. They could plead them down to other, which means you guys will never see the light of day in court. If they try to contest it, you may have to come to some court case later on. It's just up to the DA. And obviously the DA will include you on those decisions. Once they DA is district attorney, they're the prosecuting agency. So they're going to include you guys in the decision. They won't make you do anything you don't want to do. But also, this is something typically that on their criminal history and prior past, they may offer different things. But they'll include you guys in that information as well. So your information is going to go to the district attorney's office, so they'll be in touch with you. But it's not a quick process at all. But tonight they are in jail. They are charged with the offenses. So they're not doing it again, and thankfully nobody got hurt. So if you have any questions for them, we come back with cards after we did the interview with Carlos and Martin, and we get y'all all out. It should be about 20-30 minutes for Carlos and Martin.
Are we good to go?
Y'all are good to go.
Okay.
You got statements. Carlos and Martin have already written statements. We just got to review them and go through the story. The reason it takes a little while is because we want to make sure that all the things are consistent. Because if the stories are all the same, then that's what happens. So if bad guys give us 2 or 3 consistencies, we say, okay, that's the truth, because 4 people told us the same thing. But if there's just inconsistent, now the other lines up, which just helps us.
Okay.
So yes, you guys are good to go. Y'all have any questions for me before you leave?
Were the guns loaded?
I don't know. I came in late on this investigation. I'm not sure. I know it was left in the car when we ran, but I don't know if it was loaded. It's something we can find out for you. And that detective will be able to tell you tomorrow. Because any questions that I can't answer tonight, the primary detective is going to know all these answers at the conclusion. Because we kind of break off into pieces. I talked to Kevin and one of my other partners.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank y'all. And I'll be back shortly for you guys. Sorry for the wait. We'll get you out of here.
Production! Go, nigga.
I didn't know.
At first, you were scared.
No, at first I wasn't scared. Like, nomás like whenever he walked up with me, pointing the gun at me, and like whenever he put it in my head, that's when I got scared and I gave up my phone. But whenever he was walking towards me, I was just like smiling, right? But I tried to show that I wasn't scared, so I just kept on like my tough reaction. And that's why I guess he asked me if I wanted to scratch at the end cuando ya se iban, you know.
Nelly, how did you feel
I feel
at that moment when you
I
had
felt
the gun?
lightheaded because I don't know why.
Because you had the fucking gun to your head. I think I would have passed out.
Me too.
I don't know.
But what was your first thought?
The
first thought.
Like,
Get into your head.
did you see like your
You
live
everything was
flash before your
I
eyes?
saw it on my phone. I was like, my phone.
Me too, I said-
That's
but when
one
they
thing
were
I had
taking-
value on me. And my shoes.
Whenever they're
That's
taking
what I'm
Indy's
like,
phone, I was like, they're just gonna take our
Yeah, like it
stuff,
doesn't
you
really
know?
matter. Like it was
Yeah.
just phones. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah, but the moment you have a gun,
A
pointing
gun
at
up to
you,
your hand.
That's kind of scary.
Like
You never
okay,
know. They probably had bullets in it, but didn't put it in the shoe. But what if it was shot in accident?
you never. Yeah, exactly.
Or
That's,
what if-
you never know.
What if they didn't have bullets at all?
Yeah, but you never know. That's the thing. Like I thank God you're sitting here next to me making this video, because now they had the gun to their head. Like
Cause
it's
like
crazy.
we see them and now we see them with like damn.
Like we're older and we've never been through that, and then there are little brothers and they already have like a gun pointed to their head. Like that's crazy.
He's what 15,
15, 14.
He's 14.
I'm 20, she's 23, and we've never lived through that. And like I don't know, I just think it's crazy how they're so young and they've already been in a
Going through
crazy,
that.
scary situation.
So we're gonna do GoFundMe so we can get our phones back.
Nothing wrong with me. I'm just broke.
That's all they took the phones, right?
Yeah.
We should go do a GoFundMe for broke people so it'll.
Staring at him like eye contact, you know. And like, when he went to the car, he was like standing by the door, and I was like still staring at him, and he's like, "What, you trying to scratch?" But like as soon as he said that, he just hopped in the car and
I'm
went to the car.
gonna teach you.
Because he wasn't scared. He wasn't really trying to scratch. Because if they were trying to scratch, actually we were saying that.
Yeah.
If they were really like about that life, they wouldn't have brought guns. Like if you're really gonna fight somebody, you don't bring guns. But that's really sick.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and your feelings and your thoughts with
Yeah.
us.
No problem.
Like that's literally all I'm thankful for. Like that they're okay. Like I don't care if they don't get their phones back. I don't care if whatever they took. I don't care. Like they're okay, and that's all that matters. But thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, just be aware.
Bye.